There are elections and there is an orchestrated assault. The 2026 Bengal Assembly elections don't look like a conventional democratic contest, the usual rollicking face off between political parties. What is unfolding is far more stark, unsettling, and even chilling, bearing grim implications for the future of democracy in India. In Bengal, we're seeing a systematic alignment of institutions all ranged against a single elected leader and a single political party. It is Mamata Banerjee versus the Modi establishment, Mamata Banerjee versus the system, Mamata Banerjee versus the entire Narendra Modi Amit Shah-headed Centre. A three-time chief minister stands her ground, the only woman chief minister of a major state, against the full weight of the Modi-led centre and its agencies. From the bureaucracy to a massive deployment of central forces, to the election commission, to the office of the governor, even the National Investigative Agency, a wide arc of entities is now trained against Mamata Banerjee-led Bengal. If there is one arena where the Narendra Modi-led BJP excels, it is narrative building, the dark art of shaping perception so that the lines between truth and lies blur. On 2nd April in Malda, public anger over exclusions from the electoral roll boiled over and an agitated crowd gathered. Judicial officers were surrounded and, according to some reports, held hostage. There are credible reports that the Malda protests were deliberately incited by agents provocateurs from outside, aiming to spark a conflagration. Instantly, the narrative was set. The BJP and its ecosystem quickly blamed the Mamata Banerjee government and demanded immediate central intervention. Mainstream TV media looped visuals of unrest, reinforcing a familiar Bengal is burning trope. What the BJP's myth-making chose to ignore and what the Honorable Supreme Court too glossed over was crucial. Bengal's law and order machinery is now not in the hands of the state government. It is entirely in the hands of the Election Commission. Almost 500 officers, including district magistrates and superintendents of police, have been transferred out of Bengal by the Election Commission. The top official brass were transferred at 4 a.m. on 15th March, hours after elections were announced. The number of officials transferred in Bengal is 21 times the number transferred in other poll-bound states. So, how can the blame of the breakdown of law and order be laid at the door of the state government? The Election Commission has imposed what the Chief Minister of Bengal calls unofficial president's rule and appointed its own chosen officers across Kolkata and the districts of Bengal. The Bengal transfers are unprecedented. They will go down in India's post-independence history as an official pre-election purge. A purge has taken place. A government elected in 2011, 2016, and 2021 with successively larger mandates has been totally sidelined. In a highly concerning pattern, the Supreme Court, the sentinel of constitutional balance, appears increasingly interventionist in executive domains, directing, supervising, and structuring. The apex court is swift to question the state government, but it is strikingly less urgent in interrogating the Election Commission. Article 326 guarantees the right to vote and the right to be registered as a voter. If even a fraction of disenfranchisement claims are true, as they are in Bengal, why is this not a matter on which the Supreme Court must sternly demand immediate accountability from the Election Commission? If the Constitutional Court moves to playing the role of an executive court, the balance of power of the Constitution is then dissolved. Separation of powers ceases to exist. Power then shifts in favor of the executive, in this case in favor of the Modi government. During the SIR hearing, Supreme Court Justice Joy Malia Bagchi observed, quote, "If someone cannot vote in this election, it does not mean their right can be deprived forever." This is a highly problematic framing. Missing the right to vote is not a tolerable inconvenience. It is a fundamental democratic injury. The Constitution does not speak the language of deferral, that it can be deferred. Under Article 326, the right to vote is not a future promise, it is a present guarantee. It is not something that can be paused, adjusted, or restored at administrative convenience. In Parliament, repeated notices given by members of Parliament for discussing the SIR related voter exclusions and deletions have been ignored. An unprecedented impeachment notice against the Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar, or motion for the removal of the Chief Election Commissioner, backed by 193 MPs, the first such motion in the history of independent India, has been rejected by both Rajya Sabha chairman and Lok Sabha speaker without giving any substantive reasons. Parliament proceedings are being made to coincide with the electioneering. Suddenly, in the thick of the Assembly election campaign, the Narendra Modi government convened a special session of Parliament to amend the Women's Reservation Bill, or the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, passed unanimously by all parties in 2023. This bill, parked for 30 months, was sought to be implemented and linked to an outlandish delimitation exercise in a 15-year-old census, namely the census of 2011, by the Modi regime. This anti-constitutional, anti-federal delimitation bill, attempting to redraw India's electoral map, was defeated in Parliament by a united opposition. But Modi is now claiming to be a champion of Nari Shakti days before Bengal goes to polls. Why did the Modi government remember the Women's Reservation Bill, already unanimously passed 3 years ago in 2023, just ahead of Bengal elections? Timing is never accidental. It is always political choreography. Parliament is being made to play a part in the Modi election campaign in Bengal. The Mamata Banerjee-led All India Trinamool Congress has never required legislation to send women into positions of power and agency. Led by a woman chairperson, the TMC already sends 38% women to the Lok Sabha and 40% women to the Rajya Sabha. Yes, we are visible. Yes, the colors of our saris are vibrant. And yes, we make ourselves heard loud and clear. The Bengal Raj Bhavan too has been brought into the battle against Mamata Banerjee. On 12th March, Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose was abruptly removed along with other gubernatorial changes. No cogent explanation was provided for the abrupt removal of Bose. Why was Bose suddenly removed? The Modi government replaced Bose with R.N. Ravi, former IB officer and Tamil Nadu governor. The choice was very telling. Ravi has a long history in Tamil Nadu of repeatedly blocking the M.K. Stalin-led DMK government. The Supreme Court has described Ravi's actions as illegal and erroneous when he withheld his assent to 10 bills passed by the Tamil Nadu government. It is no coincidence that the intractable Ravi, well known for his friction with elected governments, was brought to Bengal just ahead of the polls. The role of the Election Commission in Bengal has been decidedly partisan, opaque, and arbitrary, as I have already explained in a previous column. Recent videos revealed sacks of Form 6 applications, Form 6 to register new voters, submitted to the EC office in Kolkata. The EC has remained silent. Repeated letters to the EC and CEC from the Bengal Chief Minister have gone unanswered. The Malda violence saw an escalated response from the Election Commission. None other than the National Investigation Agency, the NIA, the Central Counter-Terrorism Body, designed to investigate attacks on the sovereignty of the nation to fight terrorism, has been brought in to probe the Malda incident. A civic public grievance is being viewed through a national security lens, raising important questions about proportionality. A relentless, almost monolithic narrative plays out in the mainstream media. Bengal is lawless, Bengal is violent, Bengal is unstable. Every incident is amplified. An entire state is reduced to a fantasy spectacle of anarchy and darkness. But step into Bengal and Kolkata to see the reality: structured and targeted welfare delivery over decades, infrastructure expansion, urban transformation, and a Kolkata that continues to rank among India's safer cities for women, according to the National Crime Records Bureau. An industry leader recently posted about sports facilities created by the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. Under flyovers, Kolkata hosts massive Rainbow Pride Walk parades, lively literature festivals, and film festivals. The city's cafe and restaurant life is buzzing. A range of new retail outlets thrive. The Kolkata Durga Puja was named on UNESCO's Intangible Heritage List in 2021. Bengal's new Jagannath temple has already seen a footfall of over 10 million or over 50,000 pilgrims per day, and Bengal gets the second highest number of international tourists. Chaotic, unstable Bengal is a mainstream media myth. Vast numbers of central forces, vast numbers have been sent to Bengal before the elections. As many as 2,400 companies of Central Armed Police Forces CAPF, or about 3 lakh personnel, have been sent to Bengal. It is the largest such deployment in India's electoral history, and the Election Commission has stated that 500 companies will remain deployed for post-poll control. The Modi government has gone in for a kind of military-scale mobilization in Bengal. Home Minister Amit Shah plans to spend the bulk of his time campaigning in Bengal, virtually shifting his office from New Delhi to Bengal. The Modi government has denied Bengal its dues amounting to rupees 1.7 lakh crore. Bengal's eminent citizens like Amartya Sen, cricketer Rajya Ghosh have been placed on adjudication lists. The Bangla language, the language of the national anthem, was referred to as Bangladeshi language in a Delhi police letter. So intense were the pressures on Bengal that for the first time, a sitting chief minister appeared in person before the Supreme Court to plead for democratic rights of the people of Bengal. The pattern is unmistakable. Courts moving to swiftly question the state government, hundreds of officers transferred, central agencies stepping in, an election commission asserting sweeping control and imposing micro observers and adjudication lists on Bengal, which it has not done in any other state, a saturation of central forces and paramilitaries pushed into every corner of Bengal, the governor changed, parliament reconvened, and a high voltage Nari Shakti campaign begun by the Prime Minister, suspicion and targeting from New Delhi, the media amplifying one side, muting the other. All against one state and one leader. Bengal Assembly polls of 2026 is not BJP versus TMC. It is Mamata Banerjee against the Modi-led system. Mamata Banerjee against the entire Modi-led establishment.